Welcome to Session Time. I'm Will, and again with me today is Ryan Burton. We're talking about the Soaked in Gasoline sessions, and today we're going to go over vocal and some of the vocal preparation that Ryan did with Lynnay. This was her first time in a commercial studio, and because of the preparation that you guys did, she was really well prepared when she came in.
Thank you. Lynnay Della Luce had not been in a studio of this size. She'd done a few demos in some smaller studios. I think they're pretty much home studios. So I was worried with her development because we just started,
Right.
but she really, she really put the work in and the effort in to get where she needed to go, and clearly the end result shows that. But I guess the message for anyone watching is much like we talked about in the drum section is preparation.
Right.
And it's repetition. It's like anything done right. You practice it, you do it over. And
It's muscle memory.
Muscle memory, and we did it a lot, and we practiced the psychology of things she wouldn't know of when she got here and to prepare for them. But we really I really showed her to lock into what the parts are, like what you're singing. That's what we're going to do, and let's repeat it and let's do it. And then the difficult task, which people don't think is difficult, but of doubling the voice.
And had y'all practiced doubling? Had you done multiple takes and then had her do stacks on top of it? Or
We did practice it, but because this was newer to Lynnay herself, we were all concerned about the doubling.
Yeah.
So we really did practice it a lot, we prepared it. We prepared doing the vocal properly. Then we prepared doubling it on top in our home studio before we got here, and we got here and she was prepared and she did a great job, and with your tactic of doing the first vocal, getting the great lead vocal track, the comp vocal, and then getting in and getting somebody comfortable and doing the double, she was prepared, she was ready, and we were able to make it happen.
I've always found that it's easier for somebody to double a good guide. I mean, get the one and then double, and then we'll make a choice as to which one's actually going to be the lead and which one's going to be the double, because sometimes the double's actually better. I think we used a couple of bits of her double as the primary.
Yeah, and if I remember, I think we had a lot of tracks to work from. As we build the comp, we were focused on the double, but yeah, again, the preparation is so important. I mean, in any instrument we talk about, I mean, when you really should have those parts together, and obviously with technology now at home with Pro Tools, you're able to really do it at a high level, right?
You are.
So to be able to prepare, be ready, and then come into the studio is the right way to do it. And Lynnay, who truthfully, at the beginning of it, we had a lot of work to do, and we got to this point. All of that preparation led us to a final track that when you hear Soaked in Gasoline, she sounds terrific. She sounds great. She made it happen. So the preparation is a differentiator.
Yeah, and we love to see people come in that have put in that time, that are prepared. Because then when you come in here and you've got the gear in the rooms and the sonic space that we have here, you really have the ability for it to sound great, as opposed to coming in unprepared and we're trying to make you simply sound good.
Yeah, well, look, let me be even more direct than that. I mean, to anybody watching, I mean, look, if you don't come in prepared, your end result is not going to sound as good as something on the radio. It's not going to be what you imagine in your head it could be. And if you're standing there trying to figure out why it didn't happen, it's your preparation. It's your getting it to where it has to go. Will, with his expertise in Pro Tools, or great engineers, are able to do some tweaks with things like auto-tune or the minor detail fixes that have to happen at the end. But that preparation and that readiness, you should know before you go in. I mean, everybody should be able to listen to it and know it's going to be at that level because of your preparation. So if you come out of a studio without a product that wasn't where it needed to be or you thought it could be, it's on you.
I've seen people come in here and basically practice for that amount of time. That's not what we want, that's not what you want, because you want to come in and leave with a product you're happy with. And spending a little bit of time, or a lot of time, before you come in and having everything down, knowing your parts, and knowing your parts backwards and forwards, helps so much when you come in here. It makes it faster, and it makes the result a lot better.
Yeah.
It's something that we can all be proud of at that point.
Yeah, and again, just Lynnay's vocal was a result of preparation, and you might even want to consider, to prepare properly when you're hiring a studio. First of all, look for and I'm an independent producer, right? You find a good independent person to help you with it, and then when you talk to the studio, you can ask them for guidance on this. They can help you, I would imagine, build a pre-production schedule.
Sure,
and give some thought to that.
And,
right?
and Ryan is an independent producer, and we work together. But there are also engineers that are available as producers as well that can do those things for you.
In-house, at a studio like Real to Real, you can call and hire Will,
Absolutely.
right?
We have several that do.
They promise pretty things. Give me, give me, give me, give me, give me, give me, give me some more. Oh, honey, 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 oh. Why don't you know that it's soaked in gasoline? Didn't you know you'd get burned? And you're crying at night 'cause you can't understand the word. Sugar, sugar, honey, honey, lava, lava. What is your claim to fame?
The end product was good, and we were glad to see you through again. So if you have any questions, again, please don't hesitate. Email. The links are all below.